Tropical depression Obet continues near the northern coast of Luzon and the Batanes Islands here. Winds right now in the center about 45, gusting up to 55 kilometers per hour. Pressure at 1,004 hectopascals. Does have a lot of convection with it, and it is continuing to interact with the cold surge out ahead of it. Thus increasing the wind flow coming in from the north for northern areas of Luzon. Plus, we have what is left of Nasat, also known as Naing, out there towards northern areas of Vietnam. Very much disrupted, not much of a worry anymore. And behind me here, this is our next area. Now, check out a separate video. I'm really going to dive into deeper on this one. Out towards Guam is bringing showers there for you. But eventually, this area could move off towards the west. So I got a separate video here on Facebook and also, of course, at Westpacwx.com if you want to check that out. All right, so here you go. Here's our area back here towards the west. This is, as I mentioned, Obet, tropical depression, not named by the Japan Meteorological Agency. And in fact, the Joint Typhoon Warning Center even has a TD out on this at this time. Does have that convection moving off here. And now, the big problem with this, any other storm, this probably wouldn't be much of a topic at all. It'd be like, a little rain. But this area has just been getting diluted. This is just video out of Ilocos of recent landslides following Mai and then Naning, and now we have this storm. So you get more precipitation on top of that. The ground's already saturated. Flooding's already been taking place, and additional flooding is very well likely here for the northern coast of Luzon as our storm system passes just over the Batanes Islands. So you're going to get that rainfall scooting in on this as this passes towards the north. Also scattered showers there for the east coast of Taiwan before it continues to drive off there with that cold surge still blowing into areas of Taipei and across Okinawa as well. So definitely, you got some pretty decent little impacts with this storm system if it kicks off there. Plus, our attention is going to start to shift back towards the east. As I mentioned, there is that storm system, which, like I said, a whole separate video on it, but it doesn't look like much of a science. Southern Luzon could be looking at a full-on strong storm system into next week. Here's a look at the rain totals, though, over the next few days, Monday and Tuesday, for the northern coast of Taiwan, or excuse me, Luzon. With that heavy rainfall. So expect precipitation there. Storm still could become a tropical storm, a TS, and rain out ahead of that low pressure center, but once it passes by Saturday and the Sunday, conditions will start to improve for northern Luzon. Here's one when we look at the bigger picture. Of course, here's that area of convection. There's a lot of thunderstorm activity with this. It is in an area that is peak for tropical development. Sea surface temperatures are above average at this time. And like I mentioned, not only that, of course we look at the models, but the models do indicate this pulling back towards the west. So here's just one more look at that ECMWF, not quite the GFS, which other video I will compare these back and forth, but you can see that drifting off towards the west and eventually strengthening with that low pressure center. Also staying south of that cold surge, which is continuing to blast those areas back towards the north. Here's a look at that forecast for Metro Manila. Saturday and Sunday still could look at some afternoon thunderstorms. Monday may get a little bit of a break, but you're going to start to see those showers return heading into next week. All right, one more time. So as always, a big, huge thank you for everybody on Patreon. It continues to support this channel. I wouldn't be able to do these updates without you. So thanks as always. And of course, stay safe out there.